Hello everyone. So today let us talk about notifications, and this is actually a very common problem or challenge. And when I work with my clients, I sometimes not struggle, but I sometimes face difficulties explaining them or suggesting them that if you have to take an action, or if you're supposed to take an action, or if there is something where you need to do something, Jira will let you know, or Jira will either let you know, or Jira will basically give you a place where you can find those things. Now, let us say, so whenever you talk about involvement, it could be Jira, it could be Confluence, but let us talk about Jira. In Jira, when you assign something to someone, that person will get, of course, notifications. That is number one. You can also ask them to take a look at the dashboards. Great. And of course, you can create some filters and filter subscriptions. This is all good. But it was never really straightforward in Jira, or basically, I should say, it was not always obvious to everyone how to find things that are relevant to them. Now, apart from assigning something to someone, there is also this concept of watcher. Now, of course, we have notifications basically sent out as an email, apart from, of course, looking at the dashboard. But if you start using Jira, you will also notice something on top called this notifications bell-ish kind of this icon. If you click on it, it will actually give you all the things that you need to do, or basically not need to do, but where you are assigning, or maybe someone tagged you, or you're watching something. And this is something that you can also modify. For example, you can also see here that for each and every item there is an option to do something like check, or like unread it or read it. And you can also open this separately, and this will let you monitor all the notifications, which is great. And I think maybe this part can be somewhere on the dashboard, because although you do notice something here, like I believe some kind of indication, but maybe if we can have the same list appear, or maybe there should be something like, for example, you can see here that there is something called as worked on, or viewed, but it is not like the list that you have on top. And of course, on the activity dashboard, I mean, you can also do a lot of these things using a dashboard, but what I'm talking about is how we can make it super easy for a new Jira user, especially if they are coming from a tool which is much more intuitive. And because we all are aware of tools like Monday.com, and they're actually quite aggressive in their marketing. Although I didn't like it when I tried it, because when you come from Jira, when you have that experience, it is very difficult to use any other tool. It can be an open source tool, it can be any tool, because you're used to at least me, or someone like me who is used to the features and the capabilities of Jira. But the thing is that because now Jira is mostly cloud based, and now they are trying also a lot to attract people. And I think they have done a lot of improvements. They are adding a lot of new features, especially Jira Work Management. But this is something that I believe, like, how can we make it easy for the end users? There are things that are good, but for the end users, it is Jira still Jira. That is what I'm trying to say. And I think notifications, because I get this question all the time, people actually want to know, or they're actually worried about it. When we go live with Jira, when we roll out Jira, how do people get notifications? Because when you start using a tool, there are certain expectations from the tool. And I think notification part is something which is there, but it is not massively obvious in a good way. But at the same time, I think it can be improved slightly. But this notification part is something that I think you should encourage your users. If you are a Jira admin or a consultant, that you have the notification icon on top right corner. Do take a look at it. And of course, now build a dashboard for them so that they can monitor. And we are all aware of that dashboard, system dashboard, for example. But of course, training is always part of any Jira rollout. All right, small video. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.